Welcome to the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Before I start, please join me tonight from 8 to 10. I'll be hosting the My Fund the Futures Asia session, so go to My Fund the Futures YouTube and sign up when we post a link. And we have 10 giveaways. That's right, 10 rapid giveaway accounts, so please be there. It's a lot of fun. And I'm expecting a big audience again tonight. All right. Also, if anybody would like a 5-day free trial to my live stream, which I stream every Monday through Thursday from 8:30 to 4, please text me your full name and then your email, and I will send you a 5-day free link, and you can check it out. It's on Discord. All right. All right. All right. So today it's all about what? Divergences, divergences, divergences. And as I told many of you, if you can master the art of divergences, you really truly have mastered the art of trading. So with that being said, today when we came in here today, I said to everybody that when the NASDAQ was trading above 30,000, right, I said the market was in big trouble here. Big, mucho trouble here. And that's because if you saw here, you can see how you got the big sell divergences right here at 10 o'clock. You can see the 30,074. The guy who bought 30,074s, he jumped down 600 off the highs, about 500 off the highs here, okay? Now, when you have this type of a push up here, all right, you can see also that the 30-minute MACDs cannot confirm the highs if you draw your parallel lines here. So I was so adamant that the push up was so bearish, all right? And then if you look at the likes like Microsoft, which had 3 monster sell divergences on the 15, the 30, and the 60-minute time frame. Here's Microsoft pushing up today above 498. You can see again pushing up into these negative MACDs, which are above the pivot on the 60, on the 30, right here, and then also on the 15. Okay, so on the 15-minute time frame, you can see right here you had 3 negative divergences, which is very rare. Okay, that you get all 3 time frames aligned, and they got absolutely kabooshed. Microsoft within no time dropped over $10 on that pattern. All right, so again, very bearish pattern there. And then of course, when Microsoft reversed to sell right here, there's an 85% chance that the highs are in for the day. And then if you look here, you can see the 30 minutes reversing to sell. And then what do you look to do? Well, you short the first bounce on the 15 and the 30. Well, after the 30 reverse to sell right here, you can see at 1 o'clock you short the first bounce here on the first. This is the 30s reverse to sell. Puts you into a sell disconnect. And then the next thing what you do is you look to short the first bounce on the 15. And also, in this case, the 30-minute, the MACDs are negative, the overbought condition right into the negative MACD above the 491 level, and you can see the drop here of about $4 on Microsoft. An absolute Picasso. Nvidia, 2 great longs today off the 15-minute time frame. Beautiful bull flag. Here's 1. Here's 2. Now, again, when Nvidia was making new highs and then you got the overbought condition, okay, you can still have a sell divergence in a positive trend. And that's exactly what happened. 222, Nvidia pushed up into these negative MACDs, got absolutely kabooshed. AMD, absolutely slaughtered today. Earnings not great. You can see the push down. I caught this monster short this morning here. Let me show you. Had a bunch of, when you see MACDs negative like this is the first short, second short, third short, and then the 500 short, 501. Look at this thing. Got absolutely kabooshed down $12 like that. Boom. Right? Then we waited patiently, and then what happens? What do you look for? You look for the bounces on the 15. Here's one bounce right here. We got this short here above 91. That was the high. And then the second bounce right here above 89, 88, 89 here. We got the short here and got absolutely kaboosh at the end of the day. I love when you get the bounce up on the first bounce on the 15 after the 30 and the 60-minute reverse to sell. You short that bounce, especially getting the bounce on the 15 into the negative MACD. All right. Gold very strong here today. The GLDs, look at this monster bull flag. Oh my goodness. The gap up here, the ADXs are rising on the 15, 30, and 60. 387.57. You can see here 387.57. Gold ran 20. Never looked back. Now, when gold made the new high here above 391.50, I shorted 391.40s. Why? You're getting overbought into the negative MACD. Gold absolutely cabooshed here. Covered about 60, 70, 80 cents down, but actually went a lot lower after that. You can see here, okay? Now, what else here? Apple. Let's go to Apple here. So Apple today pushes down, okay, on the buy divergence right here, okay, at 10 o'clock this morning. Okay, you can see here 10 o'clock, Apple pushed down to 305.67. And then you can see the pattern here. Wait, hold on a second. Let me just make sure here. This is, yep. Apple pushed down on the opening here, pushed down, opened at 309, pushed down, made a new low. You can see how the MACDs did not confirm here on the 30 and the 60-minute time frames. Okay, sorry, that's the 30. Here's the 60. Let me just do this one. Here's the 60 right here. So you can see the low here. The MACDs are positive, and again, that's why Apple bounced right back up above 310. So again, looking at that pattern, very, 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 very bullish there. Okay, Google. Oh my God, Google! What a cabooshin today on Google. But let me just show you some. Let me actually show you AMD here. AMD had what's called a double red short. You're in a negative trend. And again, when the 5-minute time frame reverses to sell, what do you look to do? Well, you short the first bounce on the 5-minute above 85.5, and you can see the drop here on on AMD. Let's say Shopify had really good earnings today, and I'm going to show you Shopify here. It did sell off at the end of the day. However, when you see this beautiful pattern like this, the oversold condition on the 30-minute time frame, 143.30, you can see the oversold condition into the positive MACD. The ADXs are rising. Positive MACD on the 60. ADX is rising on the 60 and the 30. Big, big, big buying pressure. What do you look to do? You buy it. 143.30, kaboom, up about $4 there. Again, great pattern there on great pattern there on Shopify. Also, if you look at the Russell IWMs, okay, you got the pullback here, right? IWMs reversing. So Google had some news today. Now, when Google pushed up today, I was looking to short this. I called the short here off the 30-minute time frame after the opening above 383.50. Look at the high, 383, 384.48. Now, Google, I'm not saying I expected this. This is news came out because one of their chief scientists decided to go bye-bye, okay? And basically, after you saw something like that there, you saw this pencil down. This is called the pencil. You can see the drop of about $18, $19. And then what do you look to do here? Well, Google, when you had this big monster push down here, you short the bounce right here into the negative MACD. So Google rallied from like 62 all the way up to 67, got cabooshed. This is the first bounce here above 65, dropped here about 3. Okay, and then what do you look to do here on Google? Well, you have the ADXs are rising, so the 15-minute time frame, very, very important here. You can see how the 15-minute right here, this is really pushed up here around the 64 handle. But again, when you see something like this on Google, the 5-minute reversing to sell, you just take all the bounces and short the bounces. You can see the yellow dots represent the price within the algorithm, nowhere near like they're going to reverse here. So I'm telling you, that was an absolute cabooshin right there. And I'm telling you, that was a monster short off the 30. But again, to me, you know, losing that chief scientist because he's deciding to go and do something on his own, well, that's his prerogative. But overall, I just wanted to show you the that pattern there. All right, so Google, Russell, Shop, SanDisk. Let me just show you SanDisk here really quickly. So this morning when we gap down, you can see the gap down here at 11 right here, 1372, and then it pushed down to 1364 on SanDisk. Now we're trading a lot lower. They missed here We'll see where this goes. But you can see the drop here, and then it rallied right back up here, about 60 points. Again, you're pushing down, you're making new lows, non-confirmation, all right? Very, very bullish here. And then you can see Micron had the identical same pattern on the 60s. You can see the gap down here on Micron. Micron was actually a little bit better with the 60s and the 30s. Here, you're pushing down here, you're making new lows and non-confirmation. So, again, very, very bullish here. Also, last but not least, Palantir. Caught this really great short today on Palantir. If you look here on the 15-minute time frame, you're pushing up to new highs here. Okay, right here. I shorted this above between the 165.30 and the 166.30. The high was 166.08. Next bar got dropped, got absolutely kabooshed. Again, you're pushing up into negative MACDs. Now, when the 15-minute time frame reversed to sell, there's an 85% chance that the highs are in for the day. And then obviously at the end of the day, the 30-minute reverse to sell. So I think Palantir's got some problems here for tomorrow, or any rallies I'll be looking to short. The spiders here reversing here, big one. The spiders reversing to sell on the 15-minute time frame right here. So I knew right here and then that at 11:30 that there was an 85% chance that the highs were in for the day. And then when the 30-minute reversed to sell, putting into a sell disconnect, I knew that the market was pretty much done for and looking for rallies to get short, and that's exactly what happened. Here's the first 15, and then look at the 30 here, 771.90, and you can see the drop here, roughly about $1.40, $1.50, which is 15 points on the S&P. So again, great patterns here today. So again, if you can master the patterns and the divergences and understand the methodology, I truly believe it will change your way of thinking in the markets. All right. When I get back, I'll tell you what I expect for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, we're going to get a sell reversal on the QQQs here. Looks like below the 720.13. Right now, they're trading 716.99. Either way, you're going to get the sell reversal on the 30. Big number to watch tomorrow, 60 minutes, 767.39. 767.39. That's about 30 points from here on the S&P. And on the Qs, 713.05. Right now we're closed around the 717.23. So about $4 there on the QQQs. Roughly about 150 points down. So right now we're seeing Micron off the highs, SanDisk bouncing a little bit. Western Digital missed big time here. I think that the market, again, on the daily chart that I've been showing everybody, this is not a pattern that I think is going to be sustainable. I think that this is a very bearish pattern we ran. I mean, look at this pattern. You had this gap here that was just filled today. 1, 2, 3 gaps. Okay. But do I think they're going to hit the lows? No, I think they're going to back and fill. Ultimately, September, October, I think we're going to make new lows for the year. And then I think you buy them. I think the president's going to win the midterms. I think they're going to start cutting interest rates. And into 2027, I think it's off to the races. Now, okay, I don't want to hear all this nonsense about the debt and all this and not. Trade what you see. That's my vision of when you're trading. You trade what you see. You block out all the noise. Trade what you see. Hit the register, and that's all it is, okay? All right, when I get back, I want to tell you the really big importance in learning about prop firms. I don't trade prop accounts, I trade live capital. So all these prop firms out there have so many different rules. You can't trade before certain days, before certain times of the day, or near the end of the day. You can't trade FOMC, consistency rules. You got to find the prop account that fits you the best, okay? And for me, I don't think a proper account of 25 or 50,000 with a $2,000 drawdown really does it. If it was me, there are a lot of good plans out there that have $69, $59, $89 for the 150,000 with a $4,500 drawdown. But overall, you really also need to learn about the platforms that are associated with these. Okay, I hear that there are some firms like Tradeovate, okay, are great. Rhythmic is great, but now I hear that Ninja has level 2 data, not just level 1. Again, I'm only going by what the community told me. but also has what's called static DOM. So meaning in a fast market, you don't have to keep scrolling with your finger on a level 1 to find the price. Ninja, I believe, has a static DOM, which they licensed that technology from what I believe from TT System that actually owns the patent on that. Okay, TradeStation I know has it, but TradeStation doesn't do prop. They only do member firm account. But also what's important is look at the firms, do your research, and find out, because I can't trade on level 1 when it's moving like that, okay, and all over the place and scrolling, and if the market's going bananas. So again, do your research, take your time, and again, like I told you, I think it's also prudent to trade multiple accounts versus trading a singular account. All right. Thank you for joining me tonight on The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Please hit the subscribe button. Please leave a comment. If you'd like to join my community of traders from all around the world, please go to my website, sktrading.live. Love to have you. If you'd like a 5-day free trial, please text me your full name and email to my cell phone, 914-500-7484. Again, if you'd like to follow me on social media, @official Stephen Kalayjian on Instagram, X, TikTok, and LinkedIn. I have to get ready for my 5 o'clock class. So with that being said, have a great night, everybody. I'll see you tonight during the Asia session. God bless you. God bless our troops. And God bless the United States of America. I'll see you tonight.